welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with a special message this evening. A week ago, I had done the regular readings for 2 weeks because I had all these prior commitments for this weekend. That turned out not to happen. It was all cancelled because of the coronavirus. COVID-19 is the disease and the virus is corona. Now, I have been inspired to give you guys a spiritual message about this whole situation, this crisis that the world is going through. So I'm going to do this from a tight shop. I'm just saying hello for the intro. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and press the bell because I will be doing a live feed for the love and romance right after I release this, probably Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Sunday, March the 14th, I think it is, and it'll be for the second half of March. It'll be a live feed and I'll be there answering questions, so join me then. And yes, let's get to the reading, shall we? Okay, guys. So the situation at hand, you have 3 cards. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Cups. This is not, look, people are looking at what they're losing at the moment. They're feeling out in the cold. Some of us are feeling quite alone, fighting this thing alone, and there's some confusion. It's not knowing what to do in this situation. Everybody is this 5s are about change, right? And nobody is comfortable with change. 7 is about introspection. When the number 7 comes up, we are being asked to go within. We are being asked to look within, that the answers are within. So we may be focusing on what hasn't worked. Maybe we've lost work over this and we're not getting paid and maybe we can't get it back. I know that happened to me. And I'm sure to a lot of people, maybe we don't have freedom right now. Some people around the world are being quarantined. And so we're looking at what's not working out. And there's a lot of angst over that. And here we're feeling out in the cold, deprived. Some people are really deprived right now. If you look at Iran, they don't have any medical supplies. And because of the heavy sanctions America's put on them, they can't get the aid that they need. And there's a lot of people that can't get, hospital care because the hospitals and the medical systems are overwhelmed. So this is the situation right now. This is what's happening for a lot of people right now, and it doesn't feel great. This is, it's not devastating, but it doesn't feel great. Plus, some people have lost loved ones in this, and maybe will lose loved ones. That might happen here in the United States too, coming up. Now, the unconscious is the High Priestess. So this is saying that, look, there's light and dark. The High Priestess is sitting at the entrance to Solomon's temple. And she's here. You intuitively, you know what to do. You know how to handle this thing. But it's almost like you have stuffed that feeling of intuition and psychic ability, because fear, this is fear, right? Fear takes over. Fear and confusion. That's what we're facing right now, fear and confusion. And this is all about, look, she's giving you the keys to the Akashic records, but this is so down in the subconscious, in the unconscious mind, that you have not brought it up, but she's there waiting for you to tap into her. And she will give you the keys to the Akashic records. You'll have the wisdom from the beginning of time at your feet, at your hands, at your fingertips. Trying to just get this little, there it is. That's a little better, right? Yes. Now, this is the near past. This is the emperor, right? The king of kings. It's how everyone's been preparing for this, because we've been hearing about this for quite a while and people have been preparing for it. Here in the West, the East, I'm sure it just came upon them really fast and they didn't have too much time to prepare, but we are preparing. This is for what's going on now. So a lot of us around the world are preparing, crossing the T's, dotting their I's. Some people are isolating themselves. Some people are still going out there, that's your choice, guys. This is, it's your choice until it isn't your choice, right? Until government tells you that it's not. But this is definitely about organizing, setting yourself up, people shopping, and preparing for this time of, it can be kind of turmoil. It can be a waiting game for a lot of people, right? That's what this can be. And in the conscious mind, we have two cards here. We have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is the thinking. This is about kind of dreaming. This is very Neptunian, right? This is Neptunian. It's kind of being in the past, like, oh, things were so much more innocent in the past. And it's easy to go back into the past and think that things had, that everything had rose-colored tinted glasses and everything was going wonderfully. But, perhaps if we were transported back into that time right there, we wouldn't feel that way. It wouldn't be the same as we're remembering it. And sometimes we say, oh, I was so innocent back then. I wish I was back there now. And maybe some of us are wishing that we're back there now. And we want to be surrounded. Our concerns are our children and our family at this time. These are what's going on in our lives. And this is us. Look, in your mind, you're building this foundation, right? You're connecting with your family, your friends, you're organizing your house, you're getting ready to bunker down in a lot of cases, and some people are already there. This is about in your conscious mind, you've built this foundation and you're ready for anything. A lot of people are really ready for this. Some people are going through it. And that's this, but in your mind, you're like, okay, I'm ready. I can handle this. I think a lot of people obviously are in fear. They don't know what's going to come out of it. But ultimately, I think a lot of people are prepared for whatever comes down the pipe. The next card out for you is, or for all of us, is the Queen of Wands. Look, this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is all about confidence. She can do everything. This is saying, darling, don't underestimate yourself. You're going to get through this. And this is the near future, right? This is you getting through this, but this is as a strong leader, perhaps of your family or even of your community in some way, connecting with people via the internet, social media, or, YouTube platform, whatever it is. Online, you can stay connected because she's connected with everyone. You can socialize with other people. You can find out how other people are doing. You can join an online community. Now, this Queen of Wands, you see the cat right in front? The cat represents the shadow side because make no mistake, she will protect her family and her loved ones to the end. She has a flower and she's lovely and glorious, but you comfort anyone that she loves and she will strike you down. She will come out fire and brimstone, darling. Forget it. You are done. Do not cross the Queen of Wands. She fiercely protects her loved ones. And that's what this is about. This is about being strong and confident and protecting what is yours, your loved ones. And this is what's happening in the near future for a lot of the matriarchs and patriarchs of our families. They are there through thick and thin, and they're going to help us get through this. Now, this represents you, right? This is the Queen of Swords. We need to be very rational. She's very rational, and she's all about the truth. So this is about thinking rationally and truthfully. And, a lot of people have been very kind of greedy out there. And, people have just, hoarded things and just me, taking care of me. It's really about us being unified. If somebody doesn't have something, then share yours with them. We're going to we know that this isn't a permanent situation. There's a lot of memes going around that's been they have been really funny, but there's a dark side to that. Some of it is not funny. Some of it, is just pure #greed, right? So now the Queen of Swords, she is all about the truth. She does not mess around. She's about seeing the truth, speaking the truth, and she's very rational. She's like she's really intelligent. She's going to tell you the truth no matter what. You have to accept the truth. The Queen of Swords is also about delivering the truth, really, it's not kind of with pretty bows. So sometimes hearing the truth is very difficult. And it might be difficult for some of us to hear what's really going on, and what's happening in our world. We are headed into uncharted waters here. Nobody in our lifetime has experienced what we are experiencing right now with this coronavirus and COVID-19. So it's very new. So we have to be very rational and logical and look at the truth in the situation. No conspiracy theories. You have to open your mind up to the possibilities of perhaps the truth being different to what we think, but don't, it's not about spreading the word without any truth or any evidence. So be careful what one posts. Be careful what you say to others. Say it with kindness and deliver it softer, because she doesn't deliver the truth. She's like, they just need to hear it. And, people don't hear it when it's delivered in a way that's cutting. Right? She's the sword. She's cutting. She's going to cut through the BS. She's going to tell you the truth. She's brutally honest. Her intention isn't to hurt you, but there's a lot of roadkill in her way after she's plowed over them. So this is about just be logical and rational. She's very logical and rational. She's very left brain. Now, this is your community. right, that surrounds you. This is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a message and an opportunity to, look, this is saying you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life too, right? Pages at some point have to go out on their own. They're in service to the king and the knight. And at some point they've got to go out and become a knight. And the salamander on this guy's tunic is saying that, it's spiritual. And this is a beautiful opportunity, right? He comes in with an opportunity. His staff that he's holding as if to give as a present is sprouting. It's fertile. So I feel that within your community, you have an opportunity for unity and to get the message of hope and love out there. Spirit is telling me that this is an opportunity for everyone to come together in love and harmony and to be unified in this challenge that we're all feeling, that we're all facing. We're all facing it in some way or another. And these are our hopes and fears, right? So we hope that we can be multitaskers, that we can handle this. That, look, this is, the sign of infinity. You see this? This is saying, again, look, all this storm in the background, there's ships going up on end, things are falling apart around us. We have to be focused on what we're doing. We have to be focused on what's going on with us, what's going on with our community. Look what they're doing in Italy, where they're all, everyone's quarantined and they're all singing out on their verandas and everything. It's a feeling of unity. You may be separated from your fellow villagers or, community. You may be separated and feel separated, but there's a way to be, sing out of your window. But this really is about keeping the focus on the moment. You can't, listen, during times like this, when you start thinking about the future or you're in the past, like here, right? You're in dreamland. They say the past is a dream, the future is fantasy, and right here and now is a gift. That's why they call it the present, right? So this is truly staying in the moment. What's going on with you? Are you all right? What's happening with you? Are your family okay? And some people are working from home. So if you are working from home, focus on that. And then, if you're not working at home and you're in with the children, focus on the children. Give 100% attention to what's going on right here and right now. If you are not paying attention and you're not in the moment, you might drop the ball and something could fall apart. And maybe you are trying to do some work online, and maybe you are trying to, handle some things while you're trying to do something else. You just have to focus on the task at hand. And if it's on this hand, you focus on that hand. Then if it's that hand, you focus on that hand. And then ultimately, darling, look, celebrate. Everything is going to be all right. Spirit wants you to know that. God, Spirit, Jesus, Allah, Mohammed, the Torah, whatever however you describe or whatever adjective you use for your deity or your belief system, the universe, whatever that is, you are going to be okay. And look, this is like total celebration. We're going to get through this, and I feel we're going to get through this together. I feel that this will bring a unity. A really strong unity, community. And I think that we have to strive for that. We have to remember that we are all in this together. Bring our resources together. We need to help where we can, not to put ourselves in danger, obviously, or our family, but we need to be there for each other right now. Even if it's on the phone or online look, I love that saying. everything's going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. And that's what we have to hang on to, right? Spirit wanted me to come on and to assure you all that we're going to get through this. We could enjoy this time, that we are together. I mean, of course, if we're ill, we're not enjoying it, right? We're not enjoying it so much. But, we have to think there's a very high recovery rate. Unfortunately, there will be some people who will move on to the next phase of I want to say their lives, but their existence, they're going on to another plane or another dimension. And I feel that we're going to come through this triumphantly. I want to pull the power of love for this too. This is the power of love. They're activation cards by James Van Prague. So let's see what the power of love has to say. Of course, I want to sing that song. It's the power of love. Look, right now we do have this confusion and we do have, fear. Everyone's in fear because it's unknown. But I think, you have to look at the strength in Italy and all those people singing on their balconies. How wonderful is that? Listen, I sing I'm going to be singing outside on my fire escape, torturing everyone. Nothing changes for me. I'm always at home alone anyway. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I do have Sparky. Okay, so this is the power of love. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information. Oh, I am feeling the energy in these cards hugely. Okay, let's see. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and two. Oh my OMG, transformation. And this is Pluto, right? And this, we've got cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So this is about keeping love and unity up front and transformation. You are the power of love. Oh, I want to sing that song. To move through illusions and shift into awareness. How beautiful is that? We are in a transformative time. Astrologers have been talking about this year for many years, with the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn. And towards the end of the year in December, we have the conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter. And a lot of people will feel some reprieve there. Not to mention that Saturn will be moving into Aquarius, and we are moving into the age of Aquarius. We've just had this full moon in Virgo, and Virgo rules viruses, right? And it's mutable, so it's not surprising that this has been a spread of this virus. And, listen, look, I am no expert and I am not going to tell you what's happening, but there's a lot. If you look at what happened in the 1918 Spanish flu, what happened with that? We didn't even have air travel at the time. That went away for the summer and came back in the fall. So there's a likelihood that this could come back in the fall also. So we have to be prepared for that. So guys, I do hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell when you subscribe to give you alerts of when I upload new videos or when I do a live feed, and I'll be doing a live feed tomorrow. I am also going to be releasing a video on the new moon in Aries coming up on the 24th of March. So all good things are happening. I'm very excited about that. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you very shortly.